everyone, and welcome to TWF Rampage or Ramfru. I am Jim Ross, here with Tony Schiavone and with Montel Vertadius Porter. And today on Rampage or Ramfru, we're going to see Drew McIntyre and Sheamus O'Shaughnessy here today, Jim Ross says. That's right, Tony Schiavone says. It seems that Drew McIntyre and Sheamus O'Shaughnessy are one of Faith Andros and Godjora for the TWF Tag Team winnings. Yeah, it seems that way. Well, yeah, I do know that in WWE, Drew McIntyre and Sheamus O'Shaughnessy have started up this tag team. And I wouldn't put it past him one to fight Andros and Godjora. But at the end of the day, I don't think they're gonna win. Not that I think Godzilla or Godjora greater than him. I just don't think they're gonna win because Astronomer Corone won't let them. Montel Vertadius Porter says. Well, you got the right to your belief or your thought, Jim Ross says, but you don't got no truth to make it true. You know, but you got no truth. You got no truth to make your belief to make your belief true. Jim Ross says. Well, that's right, Tony Schiavone says. Jim Ross, you know, you might have your thought and belief, but it's not true at all who's going to win or not. Anyway, let's go to the ring now, Jim Ross says. We know that Drew McIntyre and Sheamus O'Shaughnessy are there. Alright, Drew McIntyre said, it's been some time since I've been wrestling. And me too, Sheamus O'Shaughnessy says. You see, me and Drew, well, you see, me and Sheamus here, Sheamus O'Shaughnessy, we've been friends for years. We had wrestled in many of the same wrestling businesses, held many of the same winnings. Well, not all of them, but some of them. And we mostly were either we teamed up with each other or we fought against each other. But I need to tell you, when you spent years fighting against someone who was like near to a brother like you, you know him in and out, and you feel that you should team with him. Well, you're right about that, Drew McIntyre. You know, I think at the end of the day, we need to call out Godzilla and Andros, the TWF Tag Team Fighters. And I think what we need to do is do it now. Sheamus O'Shaughnessy says. You're right about that, Drew McIntyre says. Alright, Godzilla. Alright, Godjora. Andros, come on here now. Come on here now. So, Godzilla said, you wanted us out here, Drew McIntyre and Sheamus O'Shaughnessy. Yeah, because we know you both are... Because I know you both are the TWF Tag Team Fighters. And you know you got the TWF Tag Team winnings. And that's why I'm calling you out, Drew McIntyre says. For a match. Yeah, Sheamus O'Shaughnessy says. Well, you think at the end of the day that we could take on the two of you. Not that we don't have anything against you, Andros and Godjora. At all, Drew McIntyre says. Well, you know, Sheamus O'Shaughnessy says, me and Drew McIntyre think that you and Godzilla, you, Andros, and you, Godjora, should put your TWF tag team winnings on stake. Because you haven't done that since you won them back from the New Day. And that was like a month ago. Well, looks like we're... You know what? Godzilla said that's a good thing. I think I do want to fight you, Drew McIntyre and Sheamus O'Shaughnessy. Yeah, I think we'll do that too, Andros says. I think we'll do that too, Andros says. We'll put the TWF tag team winnings on stake. And I want to fight Drew McIntyre and Sheamus O'Shaughnessy. Well, this is for the TWF tag team winnings. First, they are the team of Drew McIntyre and Sheamus O'Shaughnessy. And then they are the TWF Tag Team Fighters, Andros and Gajora. Yeah, well, forgive us for our word being weird. And we're just running out a lot of time. So, we're still ill. And the Fight Lord gets out of the way. And Drew McIntyre just Claymore kicks down Andros, Jim Ross says. And I think Andros is in a bind right now, Tony Schiavone says. Yeah, this is why I felt that this would be a great match, Montel Rotadius Porter says. Hey, no, I don't like Gajora Andros at all. I don't really like Drew McIntyre or Sheamus O'Shaughnessy either. Well, and Godzilla wants to get tagged in, and Andros just tags in Godzilla now. And now Godzilla comes in, and now Drew McIntyre Drew McIntyre tags in Sheamus O'Shaughnessy, and Sheamus O'Shaughnessy comes in and Claymore, he did a bro kick on Godzilla. Are we going to get new TWF tag team fighters now? 1, 2, 3. Ding ding ding. Here is your winner. Here are your winners. And the new TWF tag team fighters, Drew McIntyre and Sheamus O'Shaughnessy. Well, Jim Ross says, Andros and Godzilla just lost the TWF tag team winnings. Just lost the TWF tag team winnings to Drew McIntyre and Sheamus O'Shaughnessy here today on Rampage, a Ram-Through. Jim Ross said, you didn't think that was going to happen. No way. I didn't think that was going to happen at all. To be honest with you, Tony Schiavone said it could have gone either way. But it was a good match. Well, I can tell you one thing, Montel Rotadius Porter says. Drew McIntyre and Godzilla, Drew McIntyre and Sheamus O'Shaughnessy beat Andros and Gajora. I don't think Astronomer's going to like that at all, Montel Rotadius Porter says. Well, now Michael Cole's going to be talking with Drew McIntyre and Sheamus O'Shaughnessy. Alright. Thank you, Jim Ross and Tony Schiavone. Today I talk with Drew McIntyre and Sheamus O'Shaughnessy, the new TWF Tag Team Fighters. How does it feel to be the TWF Tag Team Fighters? Well, it feels great, Michael Cole. I mean, me and Sheamus O'Shaughnessy may not won it in WWE yet, but winning it in the TWF, That makes it great. And we did put a good match with two great wrestlers or great fighters with God Jorah or Andros, you know. And if those two want to have another match with us, well, we're open minded to it. Yeah, we just beat Andros and God Jorah, Michael Cole. We just beat Godzilla and Andros, Michael Cole. I think that's great. You know, we fought two great wrestlers, two great fighters. And if they want to fight us again, well, they know where to seek us then. Well, that's my talk with Drew McIntyre and Sheamus O'Shaughnessy. Back to you, Jim Ross and Tony Schiavone. Well, thank you, Michael Cole, for talking with Drew McIntyre and Sheamus O'Shaughnessy here today on Rampage or Ramfru. And that's all the time we got here for Rampage or Ramfru. I am Jim Ross for Tony Schiavone and Montel Rotadius Porter. We hope you like Rampage or Ramfru, and we'll see you tomorrow for Power or Might.